Hello everyone, Death here, bringing you a 1v1 on Steps of War against Art of War, the blue Zerg in the bottom, and I'll be playing the red Protoss on top. This map has a really short rust distance that I was going to exploit, and this guy's asking me randomly to do twos. I've never met him before though. I get my Pollen on 9. Looks like he's gonna supply block himself, maybe do extractor trick. There's my Pollen. And blue still not making Overlord, there it goes. I say maybe to the random 2v2 invite. So my plan here is to just do a 2-gate Zealot rush. But with the lack of scouting, the lack of killing a scout, it delays me. So here comes this drone up here. I like to scout right after my first gateway goes down. Look at production tab. Nothing's going on there really. Here comes the spawning pool for Art of War. The drone is still sitting there without me doing anything. I throw down a 14 pylon. He's making another extractor. I try to trick him here by throwing down a simulator, hoping to think I'll go for like a gas build. I try chasing this drone down with the second probe, but that doesn't work at all. Got one hit on it. So I send them back to mine. I start my Zealot. I don't want a Chrono Boost because that's scout. I cancel this simulator, and I make a new one right away to try to trick him if he scouts it. Looks like he killed my probe. No, it's running back. I throw down another gateway, which I wanted to do sooner, but I wanted to get rid of scout first. So I send my Zealot, and he decides to make his drones go back to his base, and he starts a spine crawler from the scouting of my second gateway. I throw down a third. I'm planning on an all-in push, so my economy's gonna be bad. But lucky for me that he has to focus so much on defense that his economy is even worse than mine. First Zealot's in his base, followed by second. And I have the gateway's rally points to my Zealot up here. But I see the spine crawler and I have to retreat the Zealot. And he meets his buddy that has to sit at the front door. I side with the spine crawler. I'm probably not going to be able to. I supply block myself again. I'm probably not going to be able to take him out now with a rush, so I have to contain. He throws on a Borshorn. Yeah, a Zerg with only one base is a lot weaker than most Zerg that 2 base. Right away, fast expand. I should have just waited and grabbed my expansion, but I still keep pumping Zealots to make sure he doesn't get out. He throws on a second spine crawler. I'm still making Zealots. He's making Zerglings. Try to do something with him. Hopefully, he's probably hoping I'll leave so I can hit my mineral line. More Zealots running up. I'm researching Warp Gate. But I believe I use 3 Chrono Boosts right away on my gateways to get these Zealots out faster. I tried for another push, but 6 Zealots against 2 spine crawlers and queens isn't going to work. I'm not sure what this probe is doing. More Zealots. Because of the units tab, I'm up to 12 Zealots. 23 probes. He has even less drones, which is kind of surprising. I guess all these roaches are expensive. He's not even fully saturated. I try for a nice battle here, but I retreat when he moves back. I try to kill this creep tumor, but it goes invisible. At 3 HP. 3 more zealots on the way, with 3 more coming to reinforce. I have this probe scouting around, make sure I didn't miss an expansion. Which would have been bad. This game, not my best effort. It kind of turtles on a little bit. Get these warp gates up. I have over 1,000 minerals there. Definitely should have thrown down more warp gates right away. Warping some zealots. I bring a pro up to make a forward pylon. He's making a layer, more roaches, and an attack upgrade, a speed upgrade for the roaches. He's moving the spine crawlers up. I think I try for another push soon. And my forward pylon's warping in more units. I'm expanding to my natural, knowing that this is going to be a longer game than I intended. Hey, look at the army. I have a clear advantage. 65 supply to 49. I could take this army with mine, but spine crawlers way too much to get past. Looks like I finally spent my massive minerals. I see the spine crawler wasn't burrowed, so I just tried to attack. I'm able to snipe it, but those roaches are too much, so I have to retreat. And he doesn't follow, knowing that his queens would be useless, and I could take out the roaches by themselves. I believe I'll warp in some more units soon. Another big problem is the lack of probes I made early on, so I can't take it forever to saturate this. And I still have the drone scouting. I believe I sent a zealot down to make sure he's not scouting down here. Yeah, force the Zerg into a corner playing defense all the time while I grab my expansion. He brings his spine crawlers up to try to fortify his natural. He has nothing producing right now. I'm building a robotics bay to get Colossus out, and I have Observer on the way. On with probes. Here comes his hatchery. Finally for his natural, a little late for his Zerg. Queen pooping out more. Chrono boosting out probes. And my observer's finally done. That took forever. Now I'm starving for gas, but I still don't put down another assimilator. I still have this blockade fortified. Bring in my observer to see what's going on. So he's getting his natural. And I'm moving on into his base. I'm worried about him just coming behind me to take out all my probes with Mutalisk. Those guys are annoying. I only have 5 stalkers. 6, excuse me. I have 33 probes, so it's 20 drones. Looks like those Zerglings trying to scout, but I shut that down pretty quick.